You think you're better than me? Say something, the tourist barked, standing just inches from the stoic royal guard at Horse Guards Parade. Cameras clicked, and passers-by paused, sensing trouble. The American tourist, sunburned and smug, waved his phone in the guard's face, recording every second as if poking a bear for sport. The Queen's Guard didn't flinch. His eyes remained forward, mouth a firm line, discipline locked in like steel. That only fueled the tourist's fire. "This is ridiculous," he scoffed, mimicking the guard's posture with exaggerated stiffness. "They're just paid statues, aren't they?" Laughter erupted from his group nearby. He leaned in, whispering, "Bet you can't even blink without asking permission." Still, no reaction. The tension cracked in the air like glass. He reached out suddenly, his fingers almost grazing the guard's bearskin hat, when a thunderous stomp shook the cobblestones. "Stand back from the King's Guard," the voice boomed, deep and authoritative. Tourists froze mid-sip, mid-step, mid-sentence. The guard had moved, just slightly, but with the force of thunder. The tourist jerked back, startled, but chuckled, pretending to be unshaken. "Oh wow, he speaks," he joked nervously, but his voice had lost its edge. The guard, returning to stillness, stared straight ahead. That one command had shifted the mood entirely, but the tourist wasn't done. "Oh, come on. You can't take a joke," he taunted, louder now, his pride bleeding into fury. He stepped forward again, and that's when the guard shifted to port arms, raising his ceremonial rifle with precision and purpose. Gasps rippled through the crowd. A mother pulled her child closer. Phones dropped from hands. The tourist stumbled backward, tripping over the edge of the curb, landing on his back with a graceless thud. For a long second, there was only silence. Then came the slow clap of boots. A police officer approached, face unreadable, eyes fixed on the fallen tourist. "Sir," he said coldly, "you were warned. These men are not actors. They're elite soldiers sworn to protect royal grounds, not entertainers for your TikTok." The tourist scrambled up, brushing dust from his shorts, his ego far more bruised than his elbows. "I didn't mean any harm," he muttered. The officer didn't blink. "That doesn't make it less disrespectful." A woman from the crowd stepped forward, her voice soft but steady. "Do you even know what it takes to become a King's Guard?" she asked, her accent British, her tone proud. "They're trained by the best. Many have served in active combat. They stand for hours in rain and heat, protecting this country's heritage with dignity. And today, you mocked that." Her words, though calm, cut sharper than any yell. The crowd murmured in agreement, and suddenly the bravado drained from the tourist's face. He looked back at the soldier, really looked at him, not as a prop or a meme, but as a man. Upright, silent, unshakable. Somewhere beneath that bearskin hat was someone who had likely seen more in service than most would in a lifetime. The tourist's shoulders dropped. His voice cracked as he said, "I'm sorry." Not performative, not loud, just real. The guard didn't nod, didn't blink, didn't speak. But something about the moment shifted. A strange hush of mutual understanding fell over the crowd. Even silence, it seemed, could carry forgiveness. A little boy tugged at his mother's sleeve. "Mom, he's like a superhero," he whispered, eyes wide, voice full of wonder. His mother smiled. "Yes, love, just one who doesn't need to speak to be strong." That day, dozens of people left the square with more than just selfies. They left with a lesson in humility, in honor, in the quiet power of restraint. Because sometimes the loudest message doesn't come from yelling, it comes from standing your ground with dignity. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.